have a good hack just as bad as well as anybody else, maybe even more, because they're intriguing to me, right? It's like you see this and you're like, no way can that be done. But I found one that I had to try. Some hacks work, some hacks do not. This one, I'll let you be the judge of it. It is using some kitchen items with an iron on top of fabric to create like your own screen print look. I'm going to share with you the steps on how I did it, how it turned out, and another way that I did it just to see comparison-wise if it worked out or not. My name's Alicia. I'm from thriftyandchic.com. Grab your supplies if you're willing to try this hack, and let's get crafting. I got these napkins from Amazon. I love each one of these for different purposes, and I definitely want to use one, if not all of them, for these bags. We'll see what ends up happening. I got these bags from Hobby Lobby. They come in different sizes and actually different colors. I went with the white sublimation one just because a lot of the napkins have that white background, and I think that it would work better for this project. And because of the white background, I actually went with this kind of brownish tannish flower to do first. This is a napkin I've used in the past. That's why it's cut out, reusing my stuff. And really, it's pretty simple at this point. I just want to cover the whole thing. That's my first goal, is just to see if it works if I cover the whole side. So I traced out the bag onto the napkin and simply cut it out. And then once I cut it out, I very patiently try to take off the top ply that has the pattern on it and just toss away the rest of the plies. Okay, now cling wrap. Yes, right? I know. Okay, so get cling wrap that's double at least of what size your cutout is, and put the cling wrap on the bottom, then put your cutout in between and sandwich it with a top of the cling wrap. As you're doing this, you're going to get lots of wrinkles, so try to take out all of the wrinkles that you can, and then just clean it up, but do leave like a little bit of an edge of the cling wrap because I think that's what helps it like seal it in. I'm not sure. Okay, so now I'm going to just make sure it actually fits at this point. And it does. So the next step is to cover your surface. Trust me, you'll see why I did this in the next tutorial and later on in the video. Then you get parchment paper and you put the parchment paper on top of the cling wrap. You get a hot iron. I have it on high and iron it. Just you might do it longer than you think. I've cut out a lot of this ironing process, but it probably did take me at least 3 to 5 minutes ish going back and forth and trying to like iron in all the corners until when I lifted the parchment paper, nothing was coming off. There were some little areas I was like, oh, that probably needs to be ironed back on. I cleaned it up as well with some scissors and then fixed those other areas that I kept noticing were coming up. And at this point, sometimes maybe they're not even fixable because you don't have any more cling wrap to melt. But really, it turned out actually pretty good. I opened it and moved things around to make sure that, like, yeah, it's on there. I'm flipping it upside down. It's super weird. Like, the texture is a little bit different. I don't know how good this will actually like be when being used. Like, you can't scratch it probably. So I decided to try something else. I cut out some of the little floral elements of the same napkin and did the same thing. My thoughts are that if I have more of like the edge of the cling wrap attached to the actual fabric itself, that it has more of a chance of staying on longer. On the other side, it went to the very edge, and I actually don't know how much of that was even sealed, I guess. So I did the same process and just played around with making sure it was on essentially with the hot iron and cleaned it up. And I actually really love this side as well. I think it turned out really good. You can see like, there is definitely the napkin texture and then the fabric texture. But all in all, I was surprised that this actually did work. So I've seen this a few times. I'm like, there's no way that this works. It does for at least the interim. Like, who knows if it'll be better. Okay, so I decided that I wanted to try something else, and this is going to be my like one way with the cling wrap and then the fail safe. So I found these really cute napkins. These ones are at Home Goods. They had the best pattern for what I wanted to do. So I wanted to do like the whole bag. This is the bigger bag, but not go all the way to the edge. And so I was able to cut out this pattern in kind of like a unique-ish shape. I took off the top ply and I'm doing the whole same type tutorial here where we did on the very front. And so cutting around it though, this time I left a decent edge so that it would actually adhere onto the bag and not just go to the edge. And I used a hot iron for probably way too long um, because as you can see, I did not cover my surface. I let this dry or cool down. I'm like, yeah, let's take it off. And oh, okay. Literally, give me a minute. Yeah, my paint is peeling off of my table. It got too hot and too moist. I had to check the other way, and nope, yep, it definitely peeled off the table. So I totally just tried to piece it back together. And I legit Mod Podge this back to the table. This table does need to be repainted. This is my dining room table, by the way. This looks like a craft table, and it is. You can see all the stains all the time in my videos, but I'm not ready to paint it. But this might make me paint it. So we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen and continue on, except this time I put some parchment paper down. So just make sure that you protect your area, essentially, especially if it's painted, because heat will definitely peel that up apparently. So here it is. This is the original method with the clean grab. It turned out really good, except there's areas that were coming off as normal. And so I just went through and make sure that they were on. You could really tell, once again, napkin versus fabric on this, which is okay. So we are going to do Mod Podge. Yep, I had the Mod Podge to fix the table, so why not try it with this, right? So I did the same kind of thing, except this time I'm going to protect at least the inside as well of this. I didn't know if the Mod Podge would bleed through and like just like harden and stiffen, and I couldn't open the bag anymore. So I made sure to prevent that in case that was going to happen. And then I added a whole bunch of Mod Podge onto the bag, put on the napkin. And at this point, this napkin ate that Mod Podge up. I don't know if it was because it's on fabric or whatever. It was really interesting to play around with. You had to like be very careful with not sliding anything across it. There was a lot of patting happening and a lot of fixing of corners to make sure that it was good and on there. So then I let it dry and added another coat of Mod Podge and just carefully did this just so it wouldn't peel away essentially because it really wanted to. And once that was all done and all dried, here it is. I guess I'm surprised this worked too. I knew it'd stick on it, but lo and behold, it didn't even go through. This wasn't even wet. So don't know how that happened. But there's the Mod Podge side and there's the cling wrap side. You can see the difference most definitely with how they look, especially just being able to see the napkin itself. I'm more curious about which one will hold up there. So here is a closer look at all of them. All right, you guys, I am actually kind of surprised at this. It worked, but I mean, like, I haven't tried it and put it in my purse. And but here is how it turned out on that one side that I did the whole napkin. It worked okay. I'm pretty, I cleaned up the edges a little bit and I was worried that maybe they'd be coming off on the edges, but it hasn't yet. It's a totally different feel though. This side I think will be really good. I think this will stay on the most just because you have like more edge to fabric where it was, I guess, sealed, heated on. I don't know what is going on with the chemistry process. Just heated on, that's probably pretty much all it is. One thing I did note, the longer that you leave the iron on, the more like burnt it will get. You'll see that in the next one. So this one I would say was a success until you start using it maybe. Okay, now this is the one that I left the iron on too long. You could kind of see a discoloration, but it is on, you guys. It is on. I don't know how, I mean, once again, I haven't really used this. I've opened it a few times and moved it around, you know, like just to see what would happen, but it worked. It's a very weird feeling because like underneath it got secured to the fabric, but the top didn't, but the plastic on top got secured to the napkin. I don't know. So it's like, it's almost like it could peel off, but it's not. This one is the Mod Podge. The color is a lot more vibrant, but it has a ton more wrinkles. I don't know if you could see from the sheen, but it has a lot more wrinkles, but I feel like this could be a little bit more sturdy. I was actually surprised with the Mod Podge that I could bend it because I feel like it would, I mean, I guess it's glue, but sometimes glue is stiff. So anyway, I would say either one of these for now is a success. I'll throw them in my purse, get some stuff on it, and see which one survives the most. Thank you for watching. Check back often for more do-it-yourself and decor videos, or visit me at thriftyandchic.com.